Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be creating pages and posts. You are now looking at an article that has been written and formatted in Microsoft Word. And what we want to do now is we want to take that article that we've written and we want to place it or post it inside of our WordPress site. Now you can actually do the writing ahead of time in Microsoft Word or your favorite word processing software, and then you'll have a document that looks something like this. Now what we need to do before we start moving this content over to WordPress, we want to take out all of the code that might be in it. And the way that we do that is we're going to move all of this into a text document first. And all we'll need to do is we'll need to select all. We'll Control-C and copy it, and then we will cut and paste this content into a text document. So now we have our content into a text document. There is no more code involved. And so what we can do now is we can now copy all of this code. We can really just go and select it all and then copy it. We're going to come back to our WordPress document and we'll decide on whether or not we want to use a post or a page. So we're going to start by doing a post. So we're going to click Add New. And we're going to give our post a title. Now we actually copied that content in there already. So we're going to take this content. We're going to cut it and we're going to put the title here. Now the WordPress editor works for the most part like any other editor. We can take out some of the space. And then we have some reasonable confidence that our article is going to appear in this way. Now there are some other things that we can do with this content before we finalize it. And in order to do that, we want to go over to the visual editor. And in order to go over to the visual editor, we're just going to click this link. And we'll get a sense for how our article is actually going to look. Now, one of the things that we can do in order to keep our content uniform when we post anytime inside of our WordPress document is to work with things like subtitles. And we can do that by highlighting the subtitle and making the change in this area. We can typically use one of the headings. We make it easy to be consistent in our posts. So in this particular case, we're going to change this to heading 4. We're going to change all of the subtitles to heading 4. Now in some cases when we are doing a post, we are going to want to hyperlink some of the content in it. And in order to do that in WordPress, it is very easy to do. All we'll need to do is to go and highlight the actual content that we want to hyperlink. Then we'll click the link. And then we'll place the URL to the clickable link that we want it to be. And we'll click the arrow. And we can do that for any of the content throughout our document. Now, one other important thing that we can do with this content is that we can actually place an image inside of the text. And we can do that by placing the cursor where we want the image to be. And then we can then click Add Media because we're literally going to insert an image. Now, if we didn't have the image that we wanted to insert, we would click Upload Files. And then we're going to find a file on our hard drive. Okay, once we have the file in our hard drive, we'll import it into our document. And what you're going to notice is that this photo doesn't quite look the way we would want it to look. And so we can actually go in and change some of these settings. And we can do so so that our text will actually align with our image. And we can actually have it aligned to the left. And we can update it. And then our text will wrap around that image as well as the title. And then once we have completed the post, all we would have to do is click Publish. Once we've done that, then we can actually go and review our post, and our content is in place along with our widgets. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is that this post was placed in our Team Victory category. Now, what we can do is when we start to come up with new posts and new categories for our team, we can actually then start to place new information here. And we can create a new category by writing it in, actually inside of our post. So we can create a category that's called Events, and then all we'll need to do is to click Add New Category. Once we do that, then we can take this out, and then we're going to click Update for our post. Now, one thing that you'll notice right away is that our URL has changed, and our URL now reflects the fact that this post is now in the Events category. And this is what you'll want to do as you post. You want to make sure that you are putting your post into the right category, or at least the ones that you desire to have them in. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about adding basic functions through WordPress. Now you may run into situations where you are going to want to change some of the functionality inside of your WordPress site. And in order to do that, you are going to be looking to change some of the plugins. And to do that, you're going to go to your plugins area. And WordPress makes this very convenient to be able to do. And what you're going to do is you're going to start your search inside of WordPress. And you'll see that there's a keyword area right here. And what you can do is you can place the function that you're actually looking for. So, for example, you're trying to find some additional functionality so that you can add a forum. And so you might type in forum here. And WordPress will search for all of the plugins that can be used that will put a form onto your site. And so you can actually see reviews and what you can actually add to your WordPress site by clicking the install button. Maybe you're looking for an appointment calendar. And so you're going to type in appointment, and once again, you're going to see all of the functions that you can add to your WordPress site. Now, this is not necessarily going to change your entire site into this, but it will add it to your WordPress site. So the way that you change the functionality first is you're going to start within WordPress. Now, of course, you can go and you can search in Google, you can search in Yahoo, you can search in Bing to try to find it, but this is going to be the very best place for you to be able to start because you're going to be able to see the reviews. You can do the same thing with themes. You can click Add New Theme. And what you can do is you can actually use what's called the feature filter. And you can start to look for themes according to the parameters that you want. And so if you are looking for a theme with 3 columns, and you're looking for something that has a custom header, then what you can do is you can actually apply these filters. And WordPress will actually bring you back some of the themes that you will be able to use. Now, once again, all this does is change the basic look of your theme. If you want to change the functionality, you are going to want to use the plugins. Now, if you find that you've installed a plugin, now let's go to the installed plugins area, and you are uncomfortable with what it is doing on your site, what you can do first is you can deactivate the plugin. And what that will do is that will take out anything that you've done with that plugin on your site. You can then go on to delete that plugin, and that will delete everything that you have done with that plugin, and it will also take the plugin out of your site. Now, in some cases, you will need to do this because your site may not do what you wanted to do once you've installed a plugin. And so one of the ways that you investigate is to go back and take out plugins that you have put in if your site was working correctly prior to your installing it. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be going over setting up your site to promote product offers. You are now looking at the ClickBank Marketplace, and this is one of the locations where you'd be able to find affiliate products to promote to your team members or to prospects or to people who are not quite ready to purchase anything in your opportunity. So what you can do is you can actually go and get the affiliate link from this platform, and if you click the promote button on any of the offers, they're going to ask you for your account nickname. Now, you'll need to have set this up ahead of time. What we're going to do is we're going to write in an account nickname. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click the create button. We'll then be given a long, unique link. Now, this link is not going to look good if we're going to give this or present this to our team. So what we want to be able to do is we want to be able to use it with our team on our site, but we want to make sure that it's branded from our site. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do something inside of our site that will help us to brand our affiliate products. And we're going to do that through a plugin. And we're going to go to the installed plugins, or actually we're going to add a new plugin. And we're going to write in the keyword here. I'm going to write in affiliate link cloaking. And we can install the site Pretty Link Lite. And this will allow us to hide that long, ugly link. All you'll need to do is you'll need to click the Install Now button. Once you've done that, then you'll need to activate. Now, there is a pro version that you can actually use, but the version with just the light version will help us just fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Add New Link. And we're going to put in the URL that we just picked up from ClickBank. We're going to paste it in there. And then we're going to write in the link that we want it to be. So in this particular case, we're going to write in networking. We're going to give it an internal title. And then we're going to click create. And then when we get ready to use the link on our site, all we have to do is to go and grab this link, copy it to the clipboard, and now our site is ready to promote affiliate offers. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to be discussing changing the theme. You are now looking at your WordPress dashboard, and we have been using one particular theme. And so as we go back to the appearance area and go to the themes section, you're going to notice that WordPress comes installed with 3 different kinds of theming elements. Now, there are a couple of things that you can do. You can actually go and look for other themes, and you can do that by going to click the Add New button. And WordPress will give you some options as to other themes that you can add to WordPress. Now, these themes are actually going to be free to you, and they may indeed require some, but for the most part, you'll be able to get these themes and use them as part of your marketing efforts if you're willing to make some changes. And as you progress, you can actually go and purchase a theme that is closer to what you want. But as you just get started, you will be able to pick from these themes and implement them into your WordPress website. So in this particular case, let's use one of these themes. And all we'll need to do is to click the Install button. We can preview the site and see what it's going to look like. We can leave it. That'll take us back to the theming area. And we can try another one. And we can install. And then we can preview. And we can see if we like it or not. If we like it, we can choose to activate it. Now you'll notice now that our 2017 theme is no longer active. But this is our theme now. So if we go to our front page, our site's going to look different. Now what we can do is we can actually go back and we can change our theme back to the way that it was. And we do that by going back to our theme and then reactivating the theme that was there. Now, in order to find other WordPress themes, what we can do is you can do a Google search and you can actually just type in WP or WordPress theme and you'll have some alternatives that you can look through. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.